to Intermediate Level English Language Arts.
Hi, and welcome to English Language Arts Grade 5 Intermediate Level. Okay, let's jump right into the lesson for today. Today, guys, we're going to be discussing week 2 for Grade 5 Intermediate Level. What are we going to expect for this week? Let's go discuss the objectives first. The objectives we have two. The first one is to be able to review. That's the keyword here, review. Recognizing and differentiating common, proper, mass, count, and collective nouns. And then number 2, to be able to review understanding how these different nouns contribute to the English language as a whole. Right. Let's go right into the very first one, review of common and proper nouns. Now, just like to emphasize the word review here. See, why review? Because guys, you're already grade 5. And being grade 5, you are already expected to know these things already. In case you forgot, you could always just go back to some of my old videos, or you could review your past notes. But either way, we're not going to treat this as an introduction or anything. Rather, this is going to be a review. Okay? So review of common and proper nouns. You guys should already know this. Let's just review again. Nouns, again, guys, are names. To keep it simple, they are just names. If you'd like to be specific, they are names of people, places, things, animals, events, ideas. Basically, so long as they are names, they are nouns. You have two types of nouns. You have common nouns and proper nouns. Again, common nouns, guys, these are general names of people, places, things, animals, events. They start with a small letter. Example for people or persons, you have woman, daughter, president, designer. Places, you have town, country, home, park. Things, you have flag, pen, book, award. Animals, you have cat, dog, zebra, giraffe. You notice, guys, here in these examples, that they are not specific names, rather they are general names. They do not refer to a specific woman, for example, or specific town, specific flag. Right? Rather, they are general names. Yes. And for proper nouns, this is the opposite. See, they are specific names of people, places, things, events. And they start with the capital letter. So for example, a while ago, we had people, right? Woman, we have Marcela Aguancillo. Capital letter, including the last name, right? Dorenza also is, there we go, it starts with a capital letter. Places like a while ago, like Cavite, right? Hong Kong, Luneta, Manila. Things, we have Nobel Peace Prize, the Newsweek magazine, the Holy Bible, the Rizal Monument. Events, we have, for example, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, Valentine's Day. You notice, guys, right, even if they are more than one word, they are in capital letter. So just say, take, for example, you'd like to refer to this word on Valentine's Day. You will also capitalize the word day. Okay? You would start the word day with a capital letter D, just to show you. Same is true with, for example, your name, right? If you're going to be writing your name, right, always start with a capital letter with every part of your name, whether you have a second name, your middle name, even your last name. Write it or start it with a capital letter. These are other kinds of nouns. We will not anymore discuss any of these. Um, they are available, right, in the PowerPoint. Right? Just want to go just really quickly through it, right? Maria, Mrs. De La Cruz, Dr. Santos, right? These are different kinds of proper nouns. You even have, for example, geographical names: Philippines, Spain, Laguna. You even have, for example, languages, right? Names of streets, organizations, even, for example, titles of books or stories or poems. You see here, over here at the bottom, and covering the other one, I can't move anymore. But anyways, right, you see the Little Mermaid. You see that, the Little Mermaid, right? The Little Mermaid, you start with the capital letter T, start with the capital letter L, start with the capital letter M. Because all of these words are part of the title, right? So this is how it works. Okay, guys? Okay? So these are different kinds of proper nouns. Again, we are assuming that you guys already know of these, and we're just really reviewing, recap. Now, again, why are they important in the English language? Again, the reason why they're important is because for common nouns, they would refer to names of not specific things. So, for example, you'd like to refer to things or ideas or concepts or abstracts or events or places or animals that are not specific, you use common nouns. But if you're referring to that specific thing, for example, oh, I went to a country. Country there is a common noun. But if you'd like to be specific, oh, I went to Spain. Now that is a proper noun. That's specific meaning. So these are the two important kinds of nouns. Under different kinds of nouns, we have again two different kinds of common nouns. We have count and mass nouns. Again, guys, I'd like to emphasize the word review. You guys are supposed to know these already. Now, again, for count and uncount or non-count nouns, right, or also known as mass nouns, basically, just keep it simple. Right? Count nouns are nouns you can count. And non-count nouns or mass nouns are nouns you can't count. It's as easy as that. But I'd just like to remind you, these are two different kinds of common nouns. Yes, you don't have mass or count nouns for proper nouns. Unless there are three Vincents. But even then, again, it's also not advisable to use that. More on those things later on. But again, right, these are, just stick to this concept. These are common nouns. Now, nouns. These are basically nouns you can count. It's as simple as that. You can start them with articles, or you can even add numbers, right? For example, a or an, these are articles, or even the word the, if you're referring to just one of them. But if you like to give like a specific number, you could just give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 billion. It's up to you. Okay. But again, these are things you can count. These are common nouns you can count. You can count an injury. How many wounds did you get? You can count a flag. You can count pounds. You can count days. You can count months. These are count nouns. Compared to mass nouns, right? Mass nouns are different. These are nouns that can't be counted. Later on, we will review again on quantifying them or giving them a number. But again, they cannot be counted. You do not put like a milk or 5 rice. No. Right? These are words or nouns that you cannot count. You can't even add S or ES. Milk, butter, rice, cheese, sand, water. But Sir Vince, isn't there like a word sands or milks? This is the thing about the English language. If you are referring to different kinds of milk, just say for example the word milk, right? If you're referring to different kinds of milk, for example, you have an almond milk, you have a soy milk, and you have a dairy milk. These three different kinds of milk. You call them milks. I bought different milks. Or I bought milks from the store. Right? You can, the word can refer to them as that. But if you're referring to the name of milk itself, the word to its purest form, milk, you can't count milk. You can't. Okay. Right. Next. Oh dear. Next we have collective nouns. Now, collective nouns again are different from count or non-count nouns. How are they different again? Unlike count and non-count nouns or mass nouns, count and mass nouns, collective nouns are different. How so? Collective nouns are, well, they are more than one. You can't say a collective noun is just one. It's more than one. But you consider them as one unit. So this is a group of things, of people, of animals, of places, of events. This is a group, right? So it's more than one. But you refer to them as one. Take for example, troop, right? A group of soldiers is a troop. A group of different people who are working is a crew. A group of different players for a sports event is a team. A group of different birds is a flock. A group of different sheep is a herd. A group of different ants is a colony. A group of different plates is a set. A group of different knives is a rack. Especially if you put it in a rack itself, that's a rack of knives, right? A group of different drawers is a chest. A group of different lions. It's a pride. You might recall this from last school year, for those of you who were my students last school year. This is basically the same thing. How are they used again, and why are they important? For count and mass nouns, they are referring to names of things that you can count and not count. They are important in the English language because different grammar rules apply to them. Just the mere fact that you cannot use an article, or you cannot use a numeral for count nouns is already one grammar rule applied to it. Yes. As for collective nouns, this would refer to really those nouns wherein you consider them as one, but they're more than one. Yes. These are collective nouns. Again, very important. These would serve as the base, the very core of the English language. And again, next school year, you're going to review them again. Why? Why review? Like I mentioned a while ago, it is already, you guys are already grade 5. You're expected to start already mastering them. When you reach grade 7, 8, 9, 10 onwards, right, your teachers will still go through them, yes, but would expect that you guys already know a lot about it already. So now is the time that we have to master them. Now is the time that we have to really familiarize ourselves with these very core concepts. Let's go with a recap, shall we? We've discussed quite a lot. We've discussed about count nouns, common nouns first, and proper nouns. These are, again, two different kinds of nouns. Common starts with small letter. Proper starts with a big letter, right? Common is a general name. Proper is a specific name. You have two different kinds of common nouns. You have mass and count nouns, right? Mass nouns are nouns you cannot count. Count nouns are nouns you can count. And as for collective nouns, these are a whole different kind of common nouns still. But rather they are treated differently because they are treated as one unit. Yes? Okay. And that pretty much ends our lesson for week 2 of intermediate level English Language Arts grade 5. I will see you on the next video. Bye guys!